However, she won't actually appear or start her kill timer when the sound plays. She'll only start it if we turn back from the gate. From then on, we have 5 seconds to hit the stage call for 1 second to make her go away. Overall, easy character. The next and probably the easiest is Pasquale. He is a bit hard to learn at first, but gets away easier later. At 20 AI, every time he exits the cameras, he has a 50% chance to start tweaking out. When this happens, we have 1 second to click the stage call to make him stop. Easy fix. Just hit the stage call every time you leave the cameras. With that, we have the main takes completed. I started off by completing Nightmare Mode, which is the main takes at 20 AI. It wasn't anything too challenging, it took me about 3 tries. The next 4 characters are unlocked by completing their assigned preset. Let's begin with the second most annoying character, being Modern Chuck E. Cheese, or Modern for short. Modern will walk around for about 15 seconds, and then he will become ready to attack. He has a 1/5 chance to appear, and if this doesn't succeed, he'll just wait again. Modern is very complicated and hard to understand, so I'll try my best. When he arrives at the gate, he'll play this sound cue. When this happens, we have 6 seconds to close the gate. We actually don't need to close it all the way. You see, when we begin closing the gate, his kill timer will actually speed up. That seems pretty bad, huh? No. Actually, Modern will leave once his kill timer ends and the gate is closing or closed. So if you hear his cue and you immediately want to deal with him, you only have to close the gate about halfway. But a better way to deal with him is to wait about 5 seconds and then close it about a quarter. This will get rid of him faster and give more time to watch a costume. Next, and probably the character that makes the night step up in difficulty, is Bear. Bear will start sitting down outside of the gate. At the first 90-second interval, he will stand up. Once this happens, we have 8 seconds to flash him 9 times. An important thing to note is that every flash adds 1 second to his kill timer. So if we need to deal with Jasper or Munch, we can just flash him a few times and deal with him after. After 15 seconds, if we flash him enough, he'll sit back down. If not, he'll kill us the moment we flash the gate or around 15 seconds later. The annoying part about this character is the intervals and the fact that he can get offset. You see, he'll set up around 30 seconds later, and when I say around, I mean around. It's random. So if he gets offset by 1, those offsets can add up and make him offset way later. That's why Shooter 25 created one of the best inventions, the FNAF timer. I won't get into too much detail, but it was created for True Nightmare, so everything is set up. To start it, simply press R, and you can customize however much you want. It displays his intervals, and if he offsets, you can click Q to offset by -1 or E to offset him +1. Overall, a complicated character. Luckily, these final 2 aren't too bad. Munch Jr. will appear every time the cameras are dropped on 20 AI. When he does, he can appear on any side and every part of the office. To make him go away, just click him. But trust me, it is very, very, very easy to forget about him. If you enter the cameras without clicking him, next time you exit, he'll appear on your monitor and disable you from entering them. So always find him. Finally, we have Dolly. Dolly will be in our office playing this gas song. We must keep our piano charged throughout the night by pressing Control. If her piano dies, she'll literally eat our stage call. So just press Control the whole night and try your best to have our piano charged about 50% when you enter the cameras. Alright, that was a lot of talking. Now we can get into the actual strategy. Like playing with Percy, then that doesn't really have a strategy, and there are barely any guides that tell you what to do. So I'll try my best to explain as the first hour is kind of like a cycle. For this challenge, we're going to need a timer. I'll leave the FNAF timer in the description. Beginning of the night, we want to wait 3 seconds, then enter the cameras and go to channel 4. Once the timer reaches 4 seconds, the characters are all going to break out of their portraits. So we want to be fast so we don't find Mr. Munch. You might be wondering why I said we don't want to find Munch. This is because we're going to stall him the first time he shows up so it doesn't sync so much with the other characters. Oh yeah, one more thing. This night is so damn RNG. But by doing this, we're going to reduce it a little bit. At around 11.5 seconds, we want to find Munch and go back to channel 4. Now we wait till Jasper and Modern show up. If Modern shows up, deal with him and then Jasper, and vice versa. After this, we should have reached 19 seconds, so flash Bear and begin closing the gate. If Modern shows up, great, we got him. But what we're really trying to do is close it so when Chuck appears, the gate will close and he'll be gone like that. Chuck will appear every 25 seconds roughly, so we can always predict him on these intervals. After this, deal with Helen because she'll be here by now, and then find Munch Jr. Then Munch will have appeared, so find him and don't stall him. For the rest of the night, we want to watch costume as much as we can and only exit the cameras when we hear either Chuck, Jasper, Modern, for Bear's interval, or if you feel Dolly's piano is going to run out. And never, never, never forget Munch Jr. That's pretty much the whole night, and it seems easy, but yeah, it's really not. Like I said, the RNG is abysmal. But let me explain how I even managed to win. When I began True Nightmare, I didn't know what the hell was even going on. I had no idea what to do in my downtime, so I had to review other people who beat it. Once I got the hang of the first hour, I still didn't even get the hang of it because of the RNG. The one who got me the most was Munch Jr. This dude was always getting me because I always forgot about him. Now I'm gonna be honest, this mode took me a whole 9 hours. Progress was smooth, but when I first reached 5 AM, I died, and after that, every 5:30 I would die and die and die. This was the biggest roadblock of my life. Costume would always get through in the end, and that really sucked. For a while, I didn't think I could do it, so I thought about giving up. But what would that mean? Just because it seemed impossible meant nothing. I needed to do this for myself, otherwise all these hours would be wasted. So I grinded and I grinded until eventually I did it. And here's the sad part of the video. I was not recording, bro. I cannot make this up. I forgot to record. Don't worry, I'll rebeat it in the near future, but for now, here is my second best run. Now that your nightmare was out of the way, we only had one more to go, and the challenge had only begun 3 days ago. So I was really thinking this was it. Before we get into this, I want to talk for a second. If you guys didn't know, I quit YouTube around a year ago for 6 months. Due to personal issues, my life became a lot worse, and I began feeling bored. Every game I loved felt like nothing. I felt nothing. I knew something needed to change, so I started uploading videos again. I started with FNAF fan games, but around June I decided I wanted to 100% FNAF 1. I'd already done it before, so it wasn't a hard challenge or anything. But I read a comment that told me to 100% FNAF 2, so I did. Then I did FNAF 3, and then FNAF 4. By the time I finished FNAF 4, I realized this was actually fun. I was actually having a good time. I didn't care if the videos didn't get many views because it was fun for me. So I beat Sister Location, and then FNAF 6. When I approached D20, I went all in. I wanted to do this since I was a little kid, so I tried my best. I worked hours straight,